It only, and such systems only lack in providing mind increasing happiness at every step. That is all to it. The theory of meditation of this spiritual regeneration movement is not of controlling the mind, but of satisfying the mind. Maybe in the books you might have been reading the necessity of controlling the mind, but no, we go easy way. If we want to derive all advantages of controlling a dog, we don't run after the dog and we don't tie it to the door. No, we well feed it at the door and the dog is tamed, and we derive all advantages of controlling the dog by feeding it. The charm remains in the heart of the dog and the charm remains in the heart of ours. No tying, no forcing, no controlling. At the same time, enjoying all advantages of controlling the dog. You want to derive all advantages of controlling the mind? We lead the mind to the status of great happiness. The mind becomes contented. A contented mind is naturally found resolute. It doesn't waver here and there, becomes steady. Such a steady mind becomes a powerful mind. When the mind is all the time wavering, the thought force is dissipated and the thought energy becomes weak. When the mind is resolute, it's like a satisfied mind, doesn't want to go here and there. A hawker on the street goes from door to door, is not able to sell so much. The accomplishment is not so much. But when he sits down in one place, come on, he is not required to go to others, or others come to him to take advantage. So if the mind goes on, loitering here and there and trying to find some great happiness, nothing is there in the world which would provide mind with such great happiness which would give contentment to the mind. Mind rests down in itself, satisfied, fine. That is the field of all joys in life, all wisdom in life, all creativity, all peace. Everything comes by itself. This is a technique of successful living. If we want to be forceful in life, if we want to be successful in life, the technique is a few minutes morning and evening meditation, whereby the mind becomes powerful. If we want to throw the arrow in that direction with great force, the technique is to pull it back, mount it on the bow and pull it back to the extent it could be pulled back. Pull it to the extreme limit of silence in this side and release it from here. It will go with a great tremendous force. So when in the morning we come out and want to accomplish more in the world, want to be more powerful, the technique is we bring the mind back. We bring the mind back to the innermost silence. Coming to this field of innermost silence, it gains great potentiality of very great force of activity in the outside world. Come out, behave in the world as a very successful man. All the aspirations of life will be fulfilled. All avenues of life will open. The whole nature will be conducive to the fulfillment of all desires. This is the technique of fulfillment in life, accomplishment in life. Coming out of the field of thought. I was in America. They were talking too much of the new thought movement, the positive thinking. Some poor man became a millionaire and he wrote a book. How I became a millionaire. All the time I was thinking of money and thinking of money and thinking of money. By thinking of money, the thought force became very powerful and I became a millionaire. The book went round the country and everybody began to follow the thought. The logic seems to be very good. The logic behind it, if you think of one thing over and over again, you stabilize that thought. That thought becomes more and more powerful, more and more powerful. And when it becomes very powerful, then it translates into action and it is fulfilled. Fine. But how many things could be thought for many years and accomplished? You think of money, fine. 10 years you think of money and you become a millionaire, very good. But will it accomplish the fulfillment of life? No. Then you need power. Think of 10 years power, and you seem to become powerful. Will power and money accomplish the fulfillment of life? No. Then you find to be more wise. Think of wisdom and think of wisdom, 10 years more and 10 years. Like that, towards the end of life, you will find one thing attained, not the accomplishment of life as a whole. That is not the technique. The technique of fulfillment of life is that which Christ said, first ye seek the kingdom of God and all else will be added unto thee. One thing. This is a formula which accomplishes all avenues of aspirations. Get to the source of Creator. Come to the field of the Absolute. Realize the Self. Meditate a few minutes morning and evening and come out powerful. All will be accomplished. As I said, the whole nature will become conducive to the fulfillment of all desires. So to make the thought force powerful, having a thought over and over again on the mental thinking level will not do. If at all it will do, it will take a long time. Having a thought in the conscious level and repeating it over and over again might take years, because not only that thought is there in life, thousands of thought every day and thousands of action every day. So it's not possible for a man, at least in this fast tempo of modern living, and I think it has not been possible for the man of any age, because in the world so many things have to be done. You can't hang on to one thought all the time to make it powerful and to accomplish that. No. So instead of having a thought on the conscious level of life, we come out to the subtle fields of thought, and we come out of the field of thought to the source of the thought, and thereby we get the energy, get the power of the whole of the Creator, from which the source, the whole creation has come out. And then the thought in the transcendental is the thought of the Almighty. So if the thought force is to be increased, the way to it is not repeating the thought over and over again, but coming out of the field of thought completely, and then this meditation is a process of coming out of the thought. The process of enriching the market is come out of the market, get to the treasury, and then come out hands full. It only amounts to that. And the treasury is there. It's only necessary. And it's not necessary full day in the treasury. Just 5 minutes in the treasury and full day in the market. A few minutes in the morning is taking a dive. As once we take 2-3 times we dip in the tub and fresh for the whole day. Let the mind take a few dives in the morning within a few minutes. Come out colored with that, saturated with that inner peace, inner happiness, inner wisdom. all avenues of life will be powerful. People talk of tensions these days, increasing tensions. I found the greatest tensions in America. Greatest tensions in America. Every man is so worried, so worthless. They began to practice this meditation, and someone in San Francisco said, this seems to be a non-medicinal tranquilizer. Otherwise they sleep only with tranquilizing pills. Go to work, take some sedatives, make themselves fit for 6 hours of work. Towards the end of the work, take another sedative. Towards the night, take tablets. The life has become just round about the tablets. Just worthless. In the morning, nobody gets up fresh. No life. No human life. Just so miserable. Within a day or two of this meditation, they begin to sleep better, they begin to talk better. The wakeful stage becomes more sensible. Deep sleep state becomes more sensible. If at all they have dreams, then dreams become more sensible. The whole span of life becomes more sensible.